Last time I checked, we still only have 24 hours in a day, and we have to divvy up that time between the family, the loved ones, other occupations, and the hobbies like this one. So we have to be very thoughtful about the kind of YouTube channels we subscribe to, and we should rotate that subscription from time to time to keep things fresh. In this video, I'll talk about my 4 latest favorite channels that I subscribe to, and you should as well if you're interested in learning more about the creator economy. Welcome to the TohirT channel. My name is Tahir, and let's do this. My first pick is a layup. It's Colin Samir. I will not go into the deep dive about their history because guess what? I already did that in this video over here and they liked it. So if you would like to learn more about them, go check it out. But to summarize, these guys have an amazing weekly show that comes out every Monday where they talk about the hottest topics in the creator economy, or they usually interview other creators about their story. Every Thursday, they have new episodes of their audio-only podcast where they talk specifically about hot topics in the creator economy. And every Tuesday and Friday, they release their Publish Press newsletter, which covers, guess what? Hot topics in the creator economy. You get to learn something new every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if you're not subscribed to Colin and Samir, or follow their podcast, or subscribe to their newsletter, are you really that interested in the creator economy?
In the future, we think Mr. Beast will sell his YouTube channel and you will be able to buy a part of it.
My second pick is Abdaal. I came across Ali's channel relatively recently, actually exactly when he announced that he's wrapping up his medical career. Long story short, Ali is originally a doctor who started a YouTube channel and primarily focused on the productivity tips because he's a doctor and has a YouTube channel. That's a lot of things to juggle together. And eventually, as he developed his YouTube career, as he developed his other business ventures around his YouTube channel, he realized that monetary, professionally, both are much more rewarding compared to his career in the healthcare. So he decided to wrap it up. I recommend Ali because he's very transparent. He's uber transparent when it comes to his revenues and his expenses. In these 2 videos over here, he essentially discusses in one, his revenues and the sources of income. And you will very quickly learn that traditional assumption that all YouTube channels make their money predominantly from the AdSense is shattered and completely broken down. And you'll be surprised by the top 2 places where he actually makes his revenue from. And in his video about the expenses, it's exciting to learn that it takes a ton of money to produce high quality content and manage all those different venues that Ali expanded into outside of just his YouTube channel. So it's very educational, it's highly interesting. Also, while you're studying his content, you will pick up some of the productivity tips and will actually learn about other useful books that you can read when you have the time off. So I think it's a win, win, and a win when you consume his content.
So grab a cup of tea and let's get into it.
My third pick is the Creator Insider, a YouTube channel run by the YouTube team itself. This is the place where they share the tips, the tricks, they talk about different upcoming programs, current pilots, and things that they're working on, changes to the policies, and etc. I love this channel because it essentially gives you this inside scoop on everything that YouTube has in mind. It's very easy to digest, it's very easy to find time to sneak it into your day routine. After all, each video is only about 2 to 5 minutes. They mostly come out weekly with a secondary deep dive on a particular topic occasionally showing up in your subscribers feed every end of the week. The best part, you do not need to upload the videos to YouTube to find value in this content. I'll give you 2 specific examples. Number 1, in my professional career as a product manager and operations person, I do not need to know how the code is written for my products or the software that supports my operations. I do not need to really talk to the engineers, but I do. I spend time with the developers, I spend time with engineers, I attend their stand-ups, I learn ins and outs of the software. Although I do not need to be an expert on those things, it helps me to understand the back end, because then I can potentially foresee different issues. I can foresee the opportunities that can be driven. I can talk to the developers who can give me a different line of sight to the goal that we have in mind compared to other business people who do not know how the back end works. Number 2, Formula 1. This is my favorite sport. There are some Easter eggs over here from Formula 1. I love it, but my appreciation for the sport grew to the whole nother level. I fell in love in it even more as I learned more and more about the technical aspects of the cars. I learned about the internal combustion engines, MGU-Ks, MGU-Hs. I learned about the airflows, computational dynamic fluid models. I learned about how the tires work. All of this make no sense to you if you do not watch Formula 1 as much as I do. But the reason why it matters to me is because that technical knowledge let me now appreciate more the racing and let me enjoy and foresee different things as the race progresses. Now, bringing it all the way back to the creator economy, the reason why I advise you to follow this channel is because this is the kind of topics that at first will make no sense to you, especially if you do not upload the videos. But over time, as you get to learn how YouTube thinks about different problems, how they run different experiments, you will be able to predict the influence of those programs and projects on the rest of the creator economy. YouTube is a pivotal place for this industry, so knowing what they're up to will give you an edge over millions of people, because there are only a few thousand of subscribers today to the Creator Insider.
Hello, insiders!
Finally, the bonus round. Van Neistat. I recommend Van Neistat not for the first time. Like Colin Samir, I've described in depth about his career, his past, and how he landed in his YouTube channel. You can check it out over here. For this specific reason, I want to bring him up because Van represents a few overlapping demographics that we're going to see more and more in the creator economy. Van is an artist, a creator that was there before YouTube existed. He produced the videos like the one we see on YouTube before YouTube was a thing. And because of the fact that he's a true artist, he loves his craft, he loves to be creative, he loves to tell the stories in a very different and unique ways. His influence is completely different from the one that you'll find during the rest of your time on YouTube or other social media. He stayed away from social media as much as possible. He stayed away from Casey's content, his younger brother, to make sure it doesn't influence them, to make sure he retains his unique voice. I've touched in some of these videos on the reasons why the creator economy will become more and more important for the business individuals and the traditional media professionals, and Van is a prime example of that. Someone who knew nothing about social media, someone for whom social media meant nothing back a few years ago. He's now fully dependent and he bets his future career on the creator economy, what he learned from it, how he engages with his audience, how he develops his audience and uses different kind of tools like Patreon, like YouTube, like Kickstarter to continue to grow and evolve. Those are the same steps that a lot of other traditional media creators will have to follow as they enter the creator economy. Those are the similar steps that the business professionals who enter the creator economy and advise the creators who they work with will have to leverage to help them grow. All of those things that Van is currently exhibiting, all the things that he's currently going through, we're going to see more and more in the more advanced stages. We're going to learn from it. We're going to learn how to apply the existing tools, or we might learn what kind of tools are missing to help someone like Van develop and grow and take it to the next level. As for the rest of the world, this will help us understand how we can help those traditional media professionals transferring over into the creator economy navigate our favorite industry. Have you ever heard about any one of these channels? Did I entice you enough to subscribe to one of them? And who are other creators, new additions to your subscription tab, old or new, large or small, that you're excited about today, and whom would you like to share with us in the section below? Well, share them in the section below. This is the philosophy that I share when it comes to consuming the content, whether it's the books, whether it's the kind of even Instagram pages I follow, or the kind of YouTube channels I subscribe to, sources of information I read. You have to continuously rotate and engage your brain on a different level with a new kind of content to make sure you develop, you learn, you adapt to new things, because this is how the world is. The world is constantly changing, it constantly requires the adoption, so you might as well keep that muscle fresh. And if I sold you on this idea, and if you're curious to find other inspiring creators, other inspirational stories, there are plenty of them on this channel, because I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with some of your friends. Here are a few more videos for you to enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!